It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he is out of bounds here on the return. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
It's caught. Beckham. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's to the 15. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The Ravens at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Lamar changing the play. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
First and 10, Taylor now. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Flush to his right. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Again, it's Taylor. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Richardson on third and short. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Richardson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right is Pittman. On third down, here's Richardson. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Down right around the 25. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Richardson shotgun on third down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense And you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Richardson now on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Richardson looking to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Lamar changing the look. Jackson now off the bootleg. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Flowers. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. in the offense at the line and set to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. In motion right is Pittman. Richardson on 2nd and 10. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now Richardson. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Here Richardson yet again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And Richardson back to throw it. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. After the interception, here's Jackson. Dobbins on the slant route. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Jackson going to change things up a bit. To throw is Jackson on 1st down. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Jackson dancing to his left. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, here's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Jackson from the shotgun. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
In motion right is Pittman. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Richardson to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to...
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Colts will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Looking to throw. Richardson. They're going right back to Pittman. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it's second down. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays that send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get it inside the 20, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Duvernay in motion. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And Taylor going to pick up the Colts' 1st down as he's going to get this up to the 20-yard line.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Trap 60.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Back to throw. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now Lamar changing the play. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. Runs through the contact. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now Richardson. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.